So in the previous video I showed you how to create this fixture, and I'm just going to finish it off. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below, but I showed you how we started out, and let me just tilt it for you so that you can see. You have a simple tape roll. There's another tape roll that's bigger that you could use, and you apply this tissue paper to a balloon, and then you wrap it underneath the tape roll so that you can, if you want to, you can pierce this and put some jute string or even sort of a metal wire through it. And I'll help you guys by finishing this part off on camera. It's never going to be exactly even, and you can change the size and shape of the petals. So this isn't the type of craft that will have the exact even sizing. Unless, of course, you sit there and you sort of layer the tissue paper and, draw it out and then cut it. So I like to do it so that each separate individual pieces, or at least a group, is the same. So I like it to be different and varying. But I wanted to give you this as an option. So this is just a can with a ribbon and some store-bought dollar store flowers. But this would be another option. So if you don't want a decorative piece like this, you could put this on a table instead. And you could put a little light underneath it. And in a few moments, I'll just show you how this would work. So I don't know if you guys can see the light flickering underneath. So this is how it would look lit up. And you can kind of see the light, and if it's dark, you'll see how that can light up. So that's an option. So you can put a different type of light underneath it, but you have an instant, inexpensive, cheap light fixture. So these come in a pack. You can buy multiples in a pack and then just use it. And the batteries can be replaced. It's underneath, there's a battery compartment, so you can replace it. So you don't even have to worry. So if you have an event and you need several things to light, you can even put the lights around it. You don't have to put it underneath it. You can put the lights around this, and it's a really pretty inexpensive idea. So you take the tissue papers, you can stack them up. I'll show you how. Stack them up like this and cut it out, and then you can, or I don't do a lot of them because I want each shape to be slightly different. I don't want it to look all uniform, but I'm sure some people wouldn't mind that. You can use different shapes. I did it with a pointy shape. You could do a rounded shape. You can do any shape if you want. You could do sort of a shape that you would find on these types of flowers. So it's up to you. You could even do it sort of some pointy, some rounded. I'm sure it would even look nice if you did it with roses. Could you imagine just putting like roses tucked in? Just similar to what I did with this flower wall, you could do something like that on this. And again, I want to show you the underside so you have an idea of how it looks. It's just all tissue paper, and the base is this roll. So I'm going to show you guys how you just finish this off by taking a petal. Now I did it some completely individually, and then some I just put glue on. So you take the petal and you just start putting it around. You can do up and down like this, or around. I'm doing it around just because I can see the progress easier, so I just kind of went around the entire thing. So I put a roll, I don't know if you guys can see this, some of this clear glue. This is the dollar store glue. This is the same thing as the Elmer's glue. You put this clear glue around, and I wanted to also let you know this is another tape roll that you could use. So you put the clear glue around, and then you just put the petals on it. And you could do it that way, you could do it individually. Okay, so you can see that I added another row, and if you want, you can kind of open these petals by pushing them down to make it more open, or you can leave it sort of pointing up. But I just wanted to go over this one more time with you folks. If you wanted to use a thicker base, you could use this shipping tape roll. So this really is another recycle, reuse, repurpose project, only we're adding tissue paper to it. So the cost of this, you can get a whole pack of tissue paper from the dollar store for, now I think it's $1.25. and make multiples of these. This doesn't use many sheets. It depends on how big you want your petals to be. But I put the petals around, but you could do it individually. And if you feel like you have some gaps in between, or you just don't like a certain petal, you could always stuff more petals into it. So if in a pinch, you don't even want to use glue, you could just stuff petals in. So you're putting the little bit of glue on it, but if after you're finished, you say, oh, there's a little gap, or you could just stuff a petal in and it fills it out. So as I was mentioning, I'm going to continue to update you on this project, and I'm almost finished. So by the time I finish my next video, it should be done, and I'll give you guys an update. But I wanted to make sure I give you as many ideas as possible. This is just a tea box that's now part of my crafting area. And I always tell you guys about recycling, reusing cans, painting it, putting a little ribbon on it, putting a little floral display. Let me show you a little secret underneath this. I'm going to upload a video about this also, but before I do that, I wanted to show you a little secret hidden in here. Just some foam, guys. So you don't even need the fancy floral foam. Just use a piece of this packing foam, and it can help you arrange your flowers. So guys, I hope you like this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and like for more videos.